As a summary to the finite differences of polynomial functions, we know that for a polynomial function of degree n, where n is a positive integer, then the nth difference will be constant. It will have the same sign as the leading coefficient, and they are equal to the leading coefficient multiplied by n factorial. That's what the first difference will equal. And by this, what we're saying is that the finite difference value, so diff is my short form for difference, the difference value is equal to the leading coefficient, which we know the leading coefficient is that a subscript n, times the degree n factorial. Okay, so for example, if we have for y is equal to negative 5x to the 4, negative 5x to the 4 plus 3x minus 2, we know that the fourth finite differences will be constant, so we'll have to do the difference 4 times to get the same number every time. So this tells us that the fourth differences will be constant. Okay, so we'll get the same value every time once we take the difference of the y 4 times. We also know, so our lead coefficient, A4, is equal to negative 5 here. We know the value of the constant difference would equal negative 5 times 4 factorial. So the value of the finite difference, so if I actually made my table of values and did the difference 4 times, the value of the fourth difference would be equal to the leading coefficient, which is negative 5, times the degree, which is 4, factorial, or negative 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, and if you, if you don't have your factorial button or can't find it, this is always a way you can figure it out. It's just 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and then that will equal negative 120. So I know if I calculated my table of values, did the first differences, second differences, third differences, the fourth differences will all be the same, and the value will be equivalent to the leading coefficient, which is negative 5, times the degree factorial, times 4 factorial. So that fourth constant difference will be negative 120. All right, so your job now is, for the following 3 polynomials, determine which difference is constant and what the value will be, just like we did in the example up here. So put the video on pause, try it out, and then you can check your work. All right, check your work here. See that we agree with that, and then you've got some work to do in your do-a-tang.